we were planning on being. So
Yeah, well, had to go outside so you can smoke that doobie.
yeah, all lit up now,
Yeah.
like that,
Woo!
like that awesome, amazing Buck Cherry song. Buck Cherry, the
The fuck are you
greatest,
talking about?
the greatest American band ever. There's a, you guys
The
have heard,
heroes, God damn it!
yeah, they're American heroes, really. You've heard Buck Cherry, right, Kyle? I know you have. You're the Crazy Bitch song.
What?
No, like
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of started this joke and then realized I didn't really want it to go anywhere. So just gonna end it. Just gonna end it right there.
Just stop.
Yeah, that was a great joke. Thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for being a part of that. So let's go ahead and we'll get started here. Hello and welcome to the Extra Live Show. I'm your host Kyle McCauley. Joined with me tonight, as always, is the other Kyle Penrod.
Hey, I'm listening to Buck Cherry.
To his digital left and or right is the one and only Will Bill Evans. Will, how are you?
I am fine, especially with the new mic.
Yes, you sound much better tonight. Sound much better. How much did you pay for that new setup there?
Oh, about $100.
Yeah, damn. Really took a hit on the wallet.
Yeah, but only the best for this podcast.
Yeah, only the best. Only the best fucking reused equipment that I passed to you. Because I said, God damn it, you sound like shit. Now sound better.
I did notice, though, Kyle,
What?
that he's using a certain mic stand.
He is.
That was a certain gift.
That is true. That is true.
You bag of shit. You re-gifted it.
To be fair, this is for Will. This is only a temporary setup. This is essentially like, I got a new microphone. Use this for now until you get your own microphone, because I don't want you to sound like shit. So I plan on getting the mic stand back and everything like that, and then actually using it for myself. But because I was going to give Will the microphone, but because the only mic stand I had was that, I figured it'd be better to let him use the mic stand than to have to hold it like I used to have to do.
Oh, come on, that would have been awesome. Like, hi, I'm Will, and I got a microphone. Blah 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 blah.
I got a big black dick in my face.
Big black dicks. Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, one of the great features of recording in my living room is that now I'm loud enough for my daughter to hear me, so give me 2 seconds while I go and let her know that Daddy's recording a show and she needs to shut the fuck up.
Aren't you glad you tuned into this podcast? Oh, man. Talking about smoking doobies and stupid children.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so just like any other night, this is going exceptionally well.
Well, I mean, this is what we get for only doing it every other week. So,
And then just deciding on a whim to do it that night.
Yeah.
God damn, that's like once every 6 weeks.
Yep. So, now that we're here,
And everywhere you are, there you'll be.
you've been reading Greats of Wrath?
Yeah.
It's a
Come on,
horrible book.
Yeah, I know, but you got to read it.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, that's a terrible book.
That's my on the shitter reading.
Well, obviously you take huge shits. The book is super long.
And we dated this at any point.
Actually, on the subject of books.
Oh, I thought he was going to say on the subject of shit.
On the subject, all right. So on the subjects of shits and books, I do want to take. I want to take a moment. I want to recommend a book to anybody listening who's been looking for something to read that's a good laugh. That is The Time Machine Did It by John Swartzwelder. And Will, you might remember, you might know, John Swartzwelder is a Simpsons writer who has written many a Simpsons episodes and probably some of the greatest ones. None of which are coming to my mind right now because I'm not very good at doing things on the fly. But I had bought the book quite a few years ago, read it, all the way through, finished it. It was like immensely enjoyable. The other night, I got tired of watching Friends for the umpteenth time with Kylie, so I decided to just pull out the Kindle and start reading it again, and I forgot just fucking how great that book is. In fact, pretty much the start of the book is, it starts off with, we start my story with me being punched in the stomach. So you can already see from there that it goes. It's its own thing. So
this podcast brought to you by the Kindle.
yeah.
No.
If only we had advertising dollars like that, that'd be great.
And audiobook.
Audible.
If only we had advertising dollars.
Yeah.
If only we had advertising dollar.
We're getting there. Since I started monetizing the YouTube videos and everything like that, we've made a total in profit a nickel.
Nice.
I get a third of that nickel.
I like how Will was just like, oh, nice, and you're like, I got a third of that, damn it. A third of that is mine. I also want to point out that
if I don't get it, I'm going to sue you for $10,000. So
technically, at this point, Will's contract doesn't involve any types of profit sharing, so you just get half of it.
Okay.
Which is better than a third. No, Will.
It's better than a third. No shit. Thanks, Kyle.
It's okay, Will. It's okay. We'll work on your contract later once you get an agent and a microphone.
Okay.
At this point, any money that you do make on this podcast goes to paying for that fucking microphone that I let you borrow.
Fuck you, man. I bought that microphone. I didn't get your microphone. You shit You gave away my shit.
I'm pretty sure all the equipment that's been spent on this podcast is spent by Kyle Penrod.
Yeah.
This podcast brought to you by Kyle Penrod.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, fucking hell.
Okay, all right, so let's go ahead.
Just FYI, or just real quick before we get started, I don't sound like shit, do I?
No, you sound good. You sound good. I will let you know at any point if you start to sound
I'm really
like shit.
paranoid about that mic, dude.
I know.
I see him sitting there watching his levels, making sure.
Yeah.
The mere fact that I already had to get up, already once in this episode means that it's gonna be another fucking shit show of problems. So, believe me, I'm already mentally prepared and not mentally prepared at the same time. So it's gonna be one hell of a ride. But strap in. Let's have a good one, you guys.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, I don't know. I want to do, I guess, a bit of state of the podcast real quick.
A bit of what?
A state of the podcast, kind of, I guess. So we're 15.
They know. They know.
So we're 15 episodes in. We've gotten progressively worser.
Worser.
Exactly.
That's how bad it's gotten. We're using incorrect grammar.
All of a sudden, it just got worser.
So, man, where was I going with this? Fuck, I lost my train of thought.
It's the worstest podcast ever.
The state of the podcast is shit, and what? The worstest podcast ever.
This is the worstest thing I've ever been a part of.
You guys are the dumbest.
Oh man! So all right. So at the end of the last episode that we did, we purchased a domain. So we're on our way to creating our own website and having our own landing page. Up until now, we've only shared with Carpe Diem on their page, and we're looking to kind of branch out, get our own site set up. So that way, you want to check out any of our episodes or any of our Let's Plays all in one nice little contained thing. We'll have that set up at some point. I'm kind of working on the back end, seeing what I can put together. With that, hopefully we'll get the whole iTunes thing fixed up, so we can actually get the audio version of this out there if we want. I'm looking at different ways to kind of spruce up the audio version outside of just cleaning up, the artifacting that Google Hangouts adds to it. So that's where that is. I purchased the capture card recently and whatnot. We're looking at doing more live streams and more Let's Plays and just kind of having more fun with the whole thing. I think we're getting there. Everything is laid out ahead of us. We just need to actually get the time to actually set it all up. So that's the state of the podcast, and I'm your president.
Yeah, if you guys ever get those damn kids to grow up, then we'd have more time.
Maybe if I quit my job, we'd have more time too.
Maybe if you go fuck yourself, Kyle.
Why?
And Will, too. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck you, Will.
At least I'm not left out.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and jump into what we've been playing this week?
All right, what have you been playing?
Whoa! I've been playing a whole lot of stuff, but I only picked 4 games that I actually wanted to talk about this week. So
only 4.
Good.
Only 4. I've been like playing a shit ton. So it's been like 3 weeks since we've done the last episode. And on the last episode, I talked a little bit about Shadow of Mordor. Or like I was getting ready to, but we were having so many issues. I was like, let's just fucking hurry this thing up.
It's good. Done.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I'm like really thirsty tonight. I don't know what my deal is. What do you guys know on this? Shadow of Mordor, the Middle Earth. Shadow of Mordor is the full title. Directed. Wow, it's a fucking film.
They direct games now?
I mean, technically, games have game directors. So
then how did they explain the terrible voice acting? Yeah.
They're
Come
bad
on.
directors.
Nobody said the directors were good. They have directors. This is developed by Monolith, which they've been around for a pretty long time. And I don't know. What do you guys want to know about it? You guys want to know anything about it?
Does it suck dicks?
No, it's actually the complete opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's the feeling that you get when your dick is sucked. And I didn't realize this podcast was going to get so X-rated so quickly.
Wow, that is.
I was going to say, since it's the complete opposite of sucking dicks, it's got to be blowing vaginas. And don't do that, kids. You'll cause an embolism and you'll die. By the way.
Do you know firsthand?
No, I just remember somebody saying that to me when I was a kid. Like, don't blow air in a vagina. You'll cause an embolism and she'll die.
Was that your mother?
No, it was not my mother. I said somebody.
Did she sit you down? Just Kyle, I need to talk to you.
I know.
This is very
I said
important.
somebody
Kyle,
because
listen to
I
me.
don't.
Kyle, listen to me. Don't blow air in the vagina. Whatever you do, I know all the cool kids are doing it. It sounds like a great time, but it's not. You could have an embolism and die.
Do you want that?
Hold on. I just realized that I said
Not wrong.
You could have an embolism
Yeah,
and die.
I don't have a vagina, Kyle.
No, but that's the thing. You blow into the vagina and then you die.
No,
From the
then I
embolism.
die. I get the embolism. Well, that's fair.
She's like, I don't want to bury my son.
Oh, man. That's fucked up. Hi, Mom.
So, what were we
Embolism.
talking about?
Embolisms. We've talked more about that than your fucking game. Oh man.
All right, so let me give you the pitch on Shadow of Mordor, or let me just give you my history on Shadow of Mordor.
Okay.
This game actually kind of did a bit of a Far Cry 3 to me, in that I had zero expectation for this game. Like, I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan. I don't really care. Let's put that out there. It's cool fantasy shit, but that's about all it is. Just like kind of cool fantasy shit. That's it. I literally had zero expectation for it. I barely saw any gameplay for it, and like the gameplay that I did see was like, oh, they're just ripping off the Batman gameplay. Like a bunch of games have done that, and to like really bad results.
Right.
So this game was like really fucking low on my give a shit list, and then all these game sites and podcasts and whatnot were doing their games of the year at the end of last year, and Shadow of Mordor kept coming up, and it kept coming up a lot, and ended up as like number one on a lot of these like relatively respected game sites and everything like that. And I was like, holy shit, was this game actually good? Which was the same thing that happened with Far Cry 3. I thought Far Cry 3 was going to be horseshit because I played Far Cry 2 and that was gay. And I just use gay as a derogatory term. I don't do that.
I tried to play that one. That one's bad, dude.
Yeah, it's that was actually one of the games that I played, in the like between the last episode and this one, like for whatever I had a free day and I was like, fuck it, I'll throw in Far Cry 2, and I did, and I was like, oh, this doesn't do it.
Right.
This does not hold up well. But yeah, like the same thing had happened with Far Cry 3. Like I had zero expectation for that, and then suddenly it starts showing up on all these Game of the Year lists, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? So I picked it up, and I mean, you had picked it up and you started raving about it, and I, picked it up and started playing it, and I was like, holy fuck, there's a good game here, like really good, and that's what Shadow of Mordor is. So I'll get this right out of the way. The story, I have no idea what's going on. I don't really care. The story's kind of like whatever, weird shit's happening. You die at the beginning, and then like you're somehow stuck in Middle Earth, and like you're connected to this like soul guy. Like he's a ghost maybe, but he's like part of you. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Ooh,
it's kind of nuts.
Some elven king or something. Death. I remember reading about it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go with that. That sounds good.
That sounds about right. But like immediately I started playing, and so it takes the Batman combat formula, but this game is also produced or published by Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers also publishes the Arkham Batman Arkham series. So I'm assuming that they were able to just like kind of take that code, lift it and reskin it, because like it's so similar, it's ridiculous. It's like if this was not published by Warner Brothers, they would have a fucking case to sue. It's so similar.
Which is not hard with software patents anyway, but
right, yeah. But it plays extremely well with the combat. The traversal is very Assassin's Creed-esque, but it's like Assassin's Creed has gotten really fucking weird, or it's like Assassin's Creed has tried to get like super complex in the last couple of years, and this kind of like dials it back to like when it was like more simplistic, so like traversing through the terrain is much easier, and it's like if you want to go there, you just go there, you don't really worry about what's in the in-between. The big thing that it does that is like really interesting, and I'm really interested to see like how I'm really hoping that this system catches on in other games, and that's the Nemesis system that they had introduced. And what the Nemesis system is as you're going through Middle Earth, there are they're not orcs, they're Uruks or whatever. I don't know. They're like fucking. It's fucking Lord of the Rings shit. I don't know. What
are they? The Urukai?
Sure, they don't ever have Kai at the end of it. It's U-R-U-K. So Uric.
I call them orcs.
Yeah, sure. They look like orcs, but see, and that's the weird thing because there are orcs.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Now that's They just left high off the end of it. It's the
Okay.
same thing.
Okay, so yeah, so they've got like these war chiefs out there and everything like that, and you know, captains and generals. Like it's Sauron's army is what you're going up against. So when you get into a battle, you know, you get like a bunch of guys coming at you, and suddenly one will come at you, and as he attacks you, it enters, you know, into like an animation and introduces them, and they've all got like unique names or whatever, and it becomes, you know, a nemesis fight. And that can kind of play out like the politics of Sauron's army, in that if you get killed by one of these captains and whatnot, they can move up in rank, and then their rank levels up, and they become harder to defeat. They also have like different strengths and weaknesses, you know. So like some of them you can kill just by stealth killing, whereas others are invincible to stealth kills. So if you try to stealth kill it, but you don't know that it's invincible, like he'll knock you down, and you know then you have to actually go out and fight and everything like that. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's really neat how like this system is so well built and so robust and really interesting that I don't care about the story at all. In fact, most of the time I'm just running around to do all the side quests, and as soon as like power struggles open up and everything that allow me to go and like try to take out these, you know, generals and captains and whatnot, I just go for those. I don't fucking care about the story. Gollum's in it. You know, like you guys have all seen Gollum, right? He's in like all the goddamn movies. You know,
What you talking about?
Yeah, right.
Explain this.
The precious. It's stupid. You know, but oh god, man, it's a really good game. And I totally recommend checking it out, if given the chance. You know. So, did you guys have any questions on Mordor?
I'm actually quite surprised that you've given it a review like that.
Mhm.
Because I mean, I saw it coming out, and like I heard people talking about it, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever, it's gonna be shit.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm gonna be looking at that. Thanks.
You're welcome. Like I said, I definitely recommend it. That is probably my biggest surprise of, you know, this year thus far of games that I've played. Like I had zero interest in this game. I did not think it was going to be anything but middle of the road or worse, and it turned out to be extremely well done. I picked it up on PS4. I think it was on sale for like $25. You know, which was more than reasonable for that game. I've seen it on sale for, you know, $30 on Steam, probably less. So, you know, it goes on sale pretty often. So if you're still not, if you're kind of on the edge and you're like, I don't want to pay $60 for it, like it'll probably go on sale. I definitely recommend picking it up. Will, do you have any questions on it?
No, it sounds about like everything else I've heard on it. You just get lost in the Nemesis system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like literally, and it's really cool too. There's like there was one guy that turned out like ended up just like really being my nemesis, like completely, in the sense that he kept showing up to all the battles that I got into, and he would not kill you. If you got to the point of like he would, you know, pull the finishing blow on you, he would just stop, call you a coward, you know, for not being able to fight, and he would walk away, you know, and that like pissed me off. I was like, God damn it, you know. So like I made an effort to constantly find him on the map and kill him, and I killed him the one time, and I just figured that was it. I was like, all right, no, he's gone, you know, whatever.
That's called noob stomping.
Yeah, I killed him one time, and I figured he was, you know, good and dead and whatever, you know, no more. And then I went in, you know, kept playing the game, and he ended up coming back, and he had this like shield that was on his chest the first time that I fought him, and I had like broken it, and apparently, I guess whenever I had fought him, like I messed up his eye, so he had taken part of that shield and put it on his eye, you know, because I had essentially like cut his eye out.
Nice.
You know, so like it was kind of adding a little bit of story to it. You know, it was like now we have this history. Now I've killed him. He, you know, he didn't fully die. You know, he just got badly wounded, and he came back, and he was even more pissed off. You know.
Nice.
So yeah, like that Nemesis system, I'd like to see. That's like one of those systems I would like to see other games kind of like copy and see like what they can do with it. You know, I think that'd be really cool. Shit, even like the Batman games, you know, you could probably set up some sort of Nemesis system in there that would be kind of interesting. But you know, we'll see how that plays out in time.
That sounds interesting. I want to play that.
That's really, if anything, like check out some gameplay on it. I'd be surprised if the Game Grumps, you know, had a video or something like that if you wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
They may
I'm like
or may not.
addicted to those guys right now, man. We watch them like every night.
They got good videos, man. They got good videos. The other game that I played this weekend is I picked up Minecraft on Xbox One. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So let me explain this a little bit because I didn't. Like, I've played Minecraft. I don't know if I've mentioned that on this podcast before. Like, I've played Minecraft quite a bit. Yeah, so this is, you know, not a new experience to me, and I really had no intention on ever buying it on Xbox or PS4. And the reason why I did was because my daughter started kind of getting into Minecraft because she watches a lot of videos on the internet, you know, and that's a big kid thing right now is kids love Minecraft. So she kind of had like a general idea of what Minecraft was, so we went ahead and I picked it up on Xbox One, just that way we could play together. You know, yeah, I know.
Oh.
Little daddy-daughter time. You know, so I picked it up and we played for a little bit, and it's a pain in the ass to play with her because she doesn't really know how to play games. You know, we were having some fun, and I realized why I don't really play Minecraft anymore. And that is, I start a new world, you know, and I kind of get through the first night, and I build a house, and I kind of, you know, start mining for materials, and then I go, God damn it, I'm fucking bored.
Yeah.
None of this is fun. So I turn on creative mode, and I go flying around, and, you know, start kind of messing around with that stuff, and then I get bored of just flying around. So then I just start getting TNT and putting it in a bunch of stuff.
Start warping in TNT. Holy shit.
And yeah.
Did you learn nothing, Kyle? You learned nothing!
Have we ever told this story on the podcast?
I'm pretty sure we have.
Have we?
Yeah, we're quick recap. I put up a server. These guys decided to load it down with TNT, like an entire chunk of TNT, and then blow it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole fucking thing just blew up in my house.
By these guys,
you should have heard that server too, man. That thing was like the fucking fans, dude. It was going crazy.
All we had done was we did essentially like a giant 100 by 100 block of TNT and set it off. And literally, I mean, like the server just on our end just shut down, and like it was me and our good friend Ronnie, like literally, like, and you were at work at the time, and we like Ronnie just turned to me, and I turned to him, and he was like, "Yeah, I think we broke that," and I was like, "Oh boy." The best part was after you had gotten home, and then you came over to my house, and it was like being yelled at by your dad. Because you come in the door, and you're like, "What the fuck were you thinking? Do you think it's funny?"
Yeah.
He was like, "What'd you guys do? What the fuck did you fucked up?" And Ronnie's like, "Well, we were playing with TNT," and you're like, "TNT! You were playing with TNT!" Yeah, it was the equivalent of being yelled at by your father.
It was pretty good.
Good time. So yeah, I played a little bit of Minecraft, Xbox One edition. It's Minecraft. It's
on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's the controls.
You know what though? You got to give Minecraft though some credit though. Like it found its way onto every device.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
that's what happens when you run it in Java.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was meant to be cross-platform. That game's infectious, you know. Like it's got it. Dude, that's got to be like the most popular game in history.
Oh
now,
yeah, it was
you know?
definitely a phenomenon,
Yeah.
that probably will never happen again. Like that type of game catching on the way that it did. Like Minecraft is kind of a one in a million thing that
Yeah.
happened. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, you can look in the various stores, even the Windows store, which is shitty,
Right.
um, has a Minecraft clone.
Hmm.
It's not Minecraft because it's fucking Windows. You would just run regular Minecraft,
Right.
but it's got a Minecraft clone in there, and they all have them. So
Hmm.
it's like, man, dude, everybody's trying to get a piece of that shit, and
Oh yeah.
and it's funny because all the people with the clones, they're literally like squabbling for pennies
Hmm.
because Minecraft did so fucking well. Yeah, you definitely have to give it credit. It was definitely an amazing thing, but boring as shit. Like get 5 days in on a survival map, and I'm just like, what am I doing with my life?
It's like, let's see here. I have time in this. What the hell am I doing?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, if you're playing survival though anymore, you're not going to get a shitload of diamonds. It's just not there.
Oh yeah.
So, oh yeah,
And they made them more.
iron out your ass, but
Mhm. So yeah, Minecraft. Minecraft is Minecraft.
so yeah, Minecraft. Yay! All right, next one.
um, I rented Sunset Overdrive, which I've been playing for the last couple of weeks, and it's a very fun game.
Is that the energy drink one?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. How much do you know about this game, Kyle?
I know it's an energy drink one that turns people into zombies and you kill
Hmm. Yeah. So there's your review. Put that on the back of the box. And
them. All right, next game.
Next,
We're moving
next
right along.
game.
Man. We're getting this shit done, man. We're closing shop at 11. We're fucking out of here.
No, so I rented Sunset Overdrive, and you're exactly right. So the premise behind it is, some new energy drink comes out and it turns everyone into zombies, and essentially this city, what's the name of the city? It's like Sunset City. You know, every it it get. Let me think for just a minute before I fucking just start spewing words out of my mouth. They quarantine the city, and you're just kind of one of the survivors there, and you're just trying to make your way through it. And it's not a very serious game. It's a very like tongue-in-cheek, over-the-top, just absolutely batshit insane game. There's a lot of humor in there. A lot of it is not super great. I'm sure it will appeal to the younger crowd, the late teens, early 20s. It's very internet-based humor.
The kids that don't know nothing.
Yeah. It's really heavy-handed humor at first. It kind of starts to grow on you after a while, but yeah, the first few hours are like, ooh, like just cringe. Like, God, we get it. You're a game. Like, it's the type of game that it's like, hey, you remember when breaking the fourth wall was like really cool? And you're like, yeah, I remember the first time that happened. That was pretty cool. And it's like, fuck you, we're gonna do it all the time. It's like, Jesus.
Just so that you know, we're playing a video game.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, it does one of those things where, and I hate this in games when they're trying to be funny, and it's like, it's an open world game, so they give you like a lot of really stupid fetch quests and everything like that, but it's like, hey, can you go and collect like these 3 things for me? And it's like, why would I do that? And it's like, well, you're in a game, silly, so go collect 3 things for me. It's like, oh yeah, it's like, that's not funny, and I don't want to collect 3 things for you. Fuck you.
Oh,
like,
and don't worry about me. It's just a game.
yeah, right. It's like, Jesus, like,
Be like, you told me it was just a game so much that I was like, why am I playing it then? And shut it off.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like, don't have bad design and then cover it up with bad writing. That's just, that's not good at all.
That would be bad, right?
Yeah, that's bad.
That's a double bad. Oh man,
bad.
But it's fun to play, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's so the shooting is pretty good. It's third person shooting. Specifically, the thing that kind of like wraps it all together is the traversal. So the way that you get around the city, like if you are walking at any point, you are a fucking sitting duck. You're going to be killed. You need to be grinding on rails or power lines or anything that you can grind on. You need to be grinding on. You need to be jumping on cars, jumping on air vents that kind of send you up in the air and everything like that. And the city is like well designed to like cater to that. And when you get a combo built up of movement, it has like an amp meter that kind of fills up and it enhances all of your attacks and everything like that. So that's how you want to kind of like take out bosses and everything. That's kind of where the game shines. Is kind of like it's designed well enough that the traversal is very easy. It takes a little bit to get used to, but once you get used to it, like you get into this flow, and you're just kind of like running around everywhere, just boom, 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 slide, shoot dudes with teddy bear explosive guns and whatnot, because why not? It's random. And it all fits together really well. The only issue with it is that it is an open world game, and it has all those fucking open world, things that, at this point, this is 2015, we've been doing this shit for 15 years, like, there's got to be a better design.
Right.
Do I really have to go across the city, which takes 10 minutes to do, to collect one item, and then have a time limit, to bring it back to you, and if I fail, have to do it all over again?
Yep, and then it's got the classic, all right, go here with me, and then, I got to put in this code to this computer to hack open the door. It's going to take me a minute. It's like, come on, guys, we get it. We get it. That's the open world game. Like, do something.
Saints Row 3, right?
Yeah, Saints Row 3, Saints Row 4 had it worse. 4 was like every fucking mission was, I gotta do this, guard me. It's like, come on, guys, you can do better than this. Like, but it's fun. I've been greatly enjoying it. At some point, I think I'm probably actually going to buy it and just send it back through GameFly, because I've had it for like well over a month at this point. But playing that, grinding on telephone wires and everything like that really got me nostalgic. Because there was this old game that I used to play called Jet Set Radio. Maybe you guys have heard of it.
Oh my god!
Came out in the States.
Radio.
It came out in the States as Jet Grind Radio on the Dreamcast, and I've had Jet Set Radio forever. I've played it a billion times. Like, I love that game to death. It is probably one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. I love that
one out.
Yeah, fuck you. I love that that soundtrack. That's one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. Like, that is just an all-around great game. Holds up kind of shitty nowadays, but I still I got a really warm spot in my heart for it. But I've played that a lot, and I still have it, so, like, whatever. I didn't, it got me nostalgic for it, but I didn't really want to play it again. Instead, I went out, and I spent over $80, and I bought an original Xbox One, and I bought Jet Set Radio Future, which was the critically less acclaimed sequel to Jet Set Radio.
For those who are listening, when he says Xbox One, he means the old one.
Oh, did I say Xbox One?
Yes.
I've been trying to teach myself not to say Xbox One when I refer to the original Xbox anymore, but I bought the
original
OG
Xbox One, but
did I say it? Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, I bought OG Xbox, or Xbox Prime, if you will, for $60, and then I bought Jet Set Radio and a couple other games and whatnot. I ended up sending over $80 on the whole package just to play Jet Set Radio Future, which is the game that I
have got a problem.
No, man, I got no problem.
Man.
I've got no problem.
Yeah, you got a problem.
I'm very happy with my purchase.
I'm happy for you, but goddamn, dude. I hate to break it to you, that game sucks.
No, man, you just don't. You weren't there, man. You weren't there.
Yeah.
So I've been playing that the last couple of days. That game is great. I understand why it's not as great as the original. I don't think anything will ever be as great as that original game. But yeah, I had played and beat it, back when it came out in 2002. But like I never. So I've played the original Jet Set Radio, like probably 50 times, like start to finish. But I've only played this like through once. So I'm kind of happy to kind of jump back in and play it, and it's interesting like how many things I kind of forgot about, but I still remember. My only complaints about it are the soundtrack. The soundtrack essentially just kind of remixes a lot of the same tracks from the first game, which is a little disappointing because those tracks were so great, and just hearing them in a new light is not really that great. It's like I'd rather listen to the original. So, but yeah, I bought an OG Xbox. Just play Jet Set Radio Future. I also picked up Project Gotham Racing 2.
Awesome. Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yep. The game's pretty awesome. So, not Project Gotham Racing 4, which is probably the greatest racing game of all time, but baby steps. Baby steps. I gotta work on buying an Xbox 360 again, so that way I can play PGR 4. Don't shake your fucking head. Don't shake your head.
Dear.
So that's what I've been up to this week, or these last 3 weeks. Yeah. Well, what?
It started off good, but then it ended with.
Fuck you, Kyle. Fuck you. Well, I want to talk to you for a minute about Jet Set Radio. Because you like Jet Set Radio, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, let's just say this. When we were kids, the only 2 games we ever played on his Dreamcast were Jet Set Radio and Sonic Adventure 2.
Mm-hmm. That is true. That is true. I don't. What are your memories on Jet Set Radio Future?
Tell you the truth, I remember being really bad at the game, but still liking the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I don't really remember much else.
I will say, so I complained about the soundtrack, which I still, not backing down on that at all. The fact that it remixed most of the songs from the original is kind of like, really? Did you even show up that day? Or you're just like, I don't know, fuck it. Let's throw in a few extra beats and we'll just call it a day. There are a few original tracks that they added, and those original tracks that they added are really good. And they have that same, like, the words are escaping me. It has that same, like, heart and soul that first game had, with the music.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. What are your memories on Jet Set Radio Prime?
Prime.
Yeah.
Not 1. Not OG.
Yeah.
And pretty much the same. That was the big thing with that game was that was the game that I usually watched you play because I was so bad at it. But no, it was the same thing. It was fun watching you doing all the grinds and stuff and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And the music was way better in the first one. I'll agree with that. But yeah, I wasn't very good at it, so I didn't get very far in it.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the remake they made for the PlayStation, played the first level, and then I was like, oh yeah, I remember why I didn't play this game. I'm so bad at it.
Yeah, that game gets super hard after a while, and the controls are not forgiving at all.
Nope.
In fact, a lot of the times the character gets away from you. Which is not necessarily that weird considering that you're on rollerblades the whole time. So if you think about it, like, you're kind of like always in motion, so it's a little bit harder to control. Specifically, like, the thing that like drove me nuts and still drives me nuts to this day is like when you're at like a full sprint and you're trying to turn, like, you don't take sharp turns. He does this like really, curve himself around, which makes sense. I mean, you're on rollerblades, like that's how you would turn on rollerblades. But man, it can be really rough sometimes. God damn it. Yeah. No, I'm gonna keep playing that. I'm gonna finish that game because I know I can finish it because I know I've beaten it before. So all these other games that I've actually paid a lot of money for and should probably
They can just
beat,
wait.
they can just wait. Because I'm gonna go back to 2002 and enjoy me some Jet Set Radio. Kyle, you're gonna come over and you're gonna play that, and you're gonna like it. It's a super
no,
awesome
I'm
game.
not.
I
Yes,
can't
you are.
blame him too much. I get nostalgic and play Sonic 3 and Knuckles from time to time. Go back to 1994.
God, you're a fucking piece of shit. Jesus Christ.
Hey, that one's good. You can't fault me on that one. That one's good.
Yeah, but let's be serious here. After Sonic 2, they all go downhill.
No, I'd have to disagree.
Really?
Yeah, it goes downhill in my opinion after Sonic and Knuckles because Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles is probably the best out of all the games.
Really?
Even the newer ones, I think Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the best.
Really? 3 and Knuckles? Like,
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I enjoyed 3 and Knuckles, but I just there was something about the level design that I just didn't really give a shit for. Like, it didn't do it for me. The way the level design in 2, did. And Sonic
Yeah.
1, I guess, that's good,
Yeah, Sonic 1 was Sonic 1. It was
That was
fast.
the only one
Yeah.
that I played.
Really? Just Sonic 1?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to fix that.
Wait, did you ever play one with Tails in it?
I remember Tails, but I don't think I had that one. I think I just had the original Sonic.
That's
Weird.
That's very weird.
I wasn't too into the Sega.
Mm-hmm.
Mortal Kombat was on Sega though. That's what got me more than anything. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mortal
Anyhow,
Kombat.
continue talking about your fucking Jet Set Radio. Jet Set Radio.
No,
I'll sit here and keep looking at not safe for work pics on Reddit.
So yeah, no, I'm good. That's what I've been playing the last couple of weeks. So who wants to go next? Fill it with dead air, guys.
We talked about this beforehand.
Oh yeah.
Doing that.
Jerk offs.
You want to go next, Kyle?
All right. Well.
Sure. Oh, okay. Kyle, do you have more shit to say?
No.
Apparently.
Please. Somebody fucking talk.
He's like, sure, I'll go again. I'm playing this great game called Jet Set.
Yeah. Oh,
So let's see. I played Oddworld, the new Oddworld. I played Ollie Ollie 2. No, somebody please fucking talk. Shut me up.
You're talking about more shit. Oh man. All right. So I got this game.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it in the Game Grumps. I was really excited about it. It was Castle in the Motherfucking Darkness.
Is that the full name?
All right. No motherfucker. It's Castle in the Darkness. But, dude, it's an NES throwback. It's like super responsive, and dude, it's fun as shit to play. Oh my god. You play with a controller because it's a platform. I love that shit, man. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's it starts off in you get hit by an enemy and he takes like half of your health away, and you're like, oh, this game's not gonna be all that forgiving, and then there's just like tons of fucking secrets all over this thing. Power-ups, armor, weapons. I've been told there's like 50 weapons in this game, and as many sets of armor. It's like, holy shit, dude. Like I've picked up like 6 weapons. Like I'm missing a lot of crap.
Right.
My only problem with it, and I've kind of put it down, I'm giving it a break for a little bit, is that it is hard as shit in later levels. Like, and not necessarily just hard, but more like the word I'm looking for, like unfair hard. Okay,
Oh,
like
okay.
it doesn't show you like okay. Um, the castle that I'm on, I noticed that you can, if you walk out into an area, spikes will fall on you, but it
Hmm.
doesn't do anything to tell you that, so you're gonna get hit by it at least once.
So it's instead of kind of like the spikes have a tell that they're gonna fall, it's more like you run through it, the spikes fall, and you go, oh, okay, I guess spikes are gonna fall there. I should remember that next time.
Yeah, I mean, whereas the rest of the time in the game, you've been able to see the spike on the ceiling that's gonna fall on you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, so and so and that was the first time, like I ran in there, ran over to the button, went did click, spikes fell on me, and I was just like, ah, fuck. I was just like, oh, this is gonna be like this.
Hmm.
uh and pixel perfect jumps, that's kind of rough, even for seasoned platformers such as myself.
Hmm.
Like when you've got to hit it just right, when you have you've got no fucking room for error. That's kind of rough,
Hmm.
so um and also in this castle that I'm on, which I believe may be the last castle, or the second to last. I know I don't have much game left.
Hmm.
um it I went through like the first, I went through like 5 screens, still haven't, and then I died, haven't seen a save point.
Hmm.
So it's like, good freaking night. The last save point was in the last castle, you know.
Oh shit.
So like every time I die, I have to start at the last castle
Hmm.
and run through the last bit of shit there, and then however many screens,
Man.
before I find a save point on the next level. Yeah, it's gotten kind of rough. So I kind of gave it a break because I got a little pissed,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I was like, man, this game's gonna get here and then be impossible. Come on. Um, but I'm pretty proud of myself for sticking with it, and I did go through the torture chamber, which is supposed to be the hardest part of the game.
Hmm.
Um, I think the castle that I'm on is the hardest part of the game, but we'll see.
So,
Um,
what is the torture chamber exactly?
oh, it's
Outside of what it obviously sounds like.
it's an well,
It's
it's
full of
a
sunshine and rainbows.
it is sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns. Um, they it's a optional, like it's like an optional level
Hmm.
in the game. The and it's super fucking hard. There's 2 save points in the whole fucking thing. I think 3, maybe 3. But the only thing that bothered me about the torture chamber is that, see, and I purposely didn't look up anything about the game,
Hmm.
playing it blind, and I got to the end and there's a big chest there, and I was like, oh, what? I better get an awesome. This better be just an awesome fucking weapon or really good armor, and it was a key, and I was like, fuck, so. But it was a key to get some decent armor. So hey,
Yeah.
so I did it for the armor.
As the
Um,
armor, I'm assuming the armor carries over into the regular, like the regular game. Obviously that I don't even know why I asked that. That was kind of dumb.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
you know.
I'm sorry. Like I'm watching gameplay while you're talking of this game in
Oh,
particular. Just kind of getting an idea for it because my plan tonight was to actually play it real quick before we started, so I could kind of like riff with you about it.
oh,
But I just never got a chance to actually get around to it. So I'm just
no.
kind of watching some gameplay on
And
Um,
pretend that he played it.
yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah. So
Well,
I'm playing through the first level right now, and there's this guy with his knife. He keeps
yeah.
throwing them.
But yeah, it's a pretty good game. I enjoy playing it. I've well gotten my money out of it. The thing's only like $6.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's definitely good. I mean, yeah, there you can ask my cousin. There's been times where I scream at it, dude, because it's like this fucking bullshit, But But yeah, no, I definitely like that game.
I didn't realize it. This is by the developer Nicholas, I think is.
Oh yeah, Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, no. Binding of Isaac was Team Meat. What the fuck was his name? Edward something.
Edward McMillan.
Yeah. Specifically Nicholas. Did you ever play Cave Story, Kyle?
No.
Okay. He did Cave Story, which was a really popular indie game. The reason why I would say it's interesting is he is. Actually, I keep saying he because I think Nicholas is like one person, and it could be, but I'm not 100% sure. So from here on, I'm just going to say he because what the fuck ever. He is a Japanese. I really emphasize knees. A Japanese independent developer, which you don't see a whole lot of, nor do you see a lot of Japanese independent games. So, yeah, and he's really big into the 8-bit style and everything like that.
Hmm.
So, like, as soon as I look at this game now, totally see it.
Totally
Who
see.
Made
Story.
this game?
Mhm.
Who are you saying made the game?
Nicholas.
Pixel artist. Okay, because the game was made by Matt Cap,
Okay.
who had a hand in Binding of Isaac.
Okay.
I don't know what he did. I was told
He's the
that.
lead artist.
Okay.
He was what?
So,
Matt Cap was the lead artist for Binding of
okay.
Isaac Rebirth.
okay. And the only reason I know that is I mean, when you fire up the game, it says Matt Cap, like right in your face.
Yeah, I'm looking at the trailer on Steam right now, and yeah, that was one of the first things that it showed.
But the publisher was Nicholas Inc. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
So, I apologize. I guess we were both right and wrong at the same time.
No, I was right. You
Yeah,
were
you were
wrong. So
Shut up. I can't admit that.
get the fuck over it. But the game's got elements from Zelda, Castlevania, Mega Man. It's got elements of all like the 8-bit games that I freaking that I love. I mean, you guys have heard me drone on about 8-bit games. So,
Right.
That was the glory days. But
That's where your nostalgia rests.
Yep, that's where it'll be.
So
Yeah, check it. Fucking buy it, man. $6, seriously.
yeah, $6.
$7, whatever. If you get an hour's worth of entertainment out of it, it was worth it. But you'll play it more than that. It's infectious, man. Like you've got to play it. It's really fun. I dig it. Speaking of dig. Steam World Dig is the second game that I played.
Nice segue. I like it.
Yeah, I do this accidentally. I'm a natural.
Yeah. Let's not get carried away here. I'm sorry.
Shut up, Kyle.
I'm just being an ass.
Now I got this game accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
I got it from a humble bundle, and I had to stop playing Castle in the Darkness for a little while because I was just getting my ass beat, and so I was like, yeah, well, let's try this game. So, and it's pretty fun. It's not exactly difficult. It plays like a platformer, but you're this little robot who inherits a mine, and then you go digging in the mine and you purchase upgrades. I haven't really found much else of a point to the game other than that. So you just run down the mine, dig a bunch of shit, fill up your inventory, go back to town, sell it, rinse and repeat. That's it. It's randomized. So every time you play the game, like every time you load up a new game, I think. I don't think there's a way to randomize the currently going game. But yeah, every time you load up a new game, it's going to be a different experience. So that's pretty cool. It gives you a lot of replayability. I find it fairly relaxing because it's not super tight like Castle in the motherfucking Darkness. So, yeah, like I said, it plays like a platformer, so that I like platformers. So, but yeah, it's fun. It's like a kid's game. And I say that it's not really a kid's game, but like it plays and looks like a kid's game. So
Yeah, I'm watching video on it now. It does. I mean, it's got a little a lighthearted aesthetic to it.
yeah.
Which isn't necessarily. I mean, it's not a bad thing.
So I'll play a kid's game. I don't give a shit. At least I'm gonna win.
So you got this on a Humble Bundle. What made you want to play this? Because I know what bundle you got this on, because I got it on the same bundle, and I haven't. I don't even think I've redeemed it. I want to say it was like the Humble Bundle 12, maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't. It was like two or three bundles ago, or fuck, might have even been part of like a weekly bundle or just like a special bundle. But yeah, I mean, you've had this for a while now. Like, what caused you to go? Oh, yeah, fuck it, I'll take a look at this.
I was looking for a game to play. I was going through my list of games, and like I was just scrolling, and I was like, Steam World Dig, what the hell's up with that? So just went for it.
I have this image of you as the one guy from The Jerk who opens up the phone book and just like runs his finger down. He's like, fuck, what was the guy's name from The Jerk? Have you guys seen that movie with Steve Martin?
I have.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember anything about it, but the thing I remember was the guy shooting at him.
Yeah, the can. Yeah,
and he's fucking hitting the cans, and Steve Martin's like, he hates oil or some shit.
He hates these cans.
Yeah, he hates these cans.
I can't remember his fucking name in the movie. It's like Gavin or something like that.
Navin.
Navin, is it?
That's
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's. Navin Johnson.
Navin Johnson. Okay. But yeah, I just imagine you like opening up your Steam library and you're like, all right, who's gonna get it today? Steam World Dig. There we go. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Might have to boot that one up myself and see what's up with it.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I mean, it's single player. You're gonna be playing this by yourself. So.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know there was a sequel to that movie? Sorry.
What? To The Jerk?
Yeah.
When
Really?
and who? Because obviously not Steve Martin.
No, it wasn't Steve Martin. It was some guy named Mark Blankfield.
That
I don't
sounds
know.
like a chud.
Yeah.
Chud. Was it called The Jerk 2?
Yeah, it was called The Jerk, TOO.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's very clever.
Yeah. But yeah,
Well,
I thought that was
Steve Martin
weird.
wasn't in it, but he wrote it. Writer.
He wrote
Steve
it?
Martin. Yep. He wrote
Huh.
the characters apparently.
Hmm.
Man, that is some.
Looks like it was a straight to TV sequel.
Oh, so that's... What year did it come out?
84.
Hmm. And the original Jerk was like 79?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Got it all up here.
Yeah.
Well,
And on the
sounds... Yeah, that sounds extremely disappointing. Thanks for ruining my night, Will.
You're welcome.
Totally fucked that up.
Man.
Yep.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
I always?
Okay, so Kyle, looking in the show notes, I know what you're going to talk about next, and I just want to real quick do exactly what you did to me when I brought up Jet Set Radio and just go.
Jet Set Radio is a terrible game, but League of Legends is.
You know what else is a terrible fucking game? League of
Legends.
League of Legends is fucking a horse.
Fuck you, Will. Get off my podcast. All right? You don't even fucking. You never even played League of Legends. Don't even give me that shit.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
What was your? I'm looking it up. What was your fucking account name?
Tink's brief, I believe. Tinks_brief.
Oh,
who would
man.
guess that one?
You better goddamn hope that there's a fucking match history. Otherwise, I'm calling you a liar.
Are you using Lol King?
Nope. They have match history now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What are you doing?
Smelling my microphone.
You're. Oh wait, I forgot you can't fucking look up players through this.
Really? You're just gonna waste my fucking time?
Oh, shut up! I'll just fire up the game, you chud.
Oh my god.
And it wants to patch. God damn it.
Can you just take his word?
Fine.
I was level 25. I never reached 30 because I gave up before that.
Ah, so you're. Man, that game's fun. All right, you guys don't know what's good.
All right, all right.
I mean, you play Jet Set Radio for fuck's sake.
God damn it! Shut the fuck up and just talk about fucking League of Legends, you fucking piece of shit.
All right, I only really got one thing to report. There's a new champion coming out. His name's Bard.
Hold on. Coming to us live from the field, Kyle Penrod. Kyle Penrod, what's going on out there in League of Legends? You gotta.
Anything? There's my profile, by the way, on Lol King.
You gotta. Okay, Kyle, do your part. Well, Tom, I don't know why I'm calling you Tom, but well, Tom, we're over here at the League of Legends, and there seems to be a new character out. Everyone's real excited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll stop making fun of you.
You're a chud, you know that? Oh my god. Alright, so there's a new champion coming out. His name is Bard. He's a giant beard.
Beard. He's a giant beard?
He's a giant beard. He doesn't have a face.
Like legit just beard?
Yeah!
Like he's a beard with just
Look
arms
him
and
up.
legs.
It's just a beard.
But it always makes me look stuff up.
Because you don't fucking believe me about anything, that's why.
I take your word for things.
No, you don't. You always look it up online.
I'm just flabbergasted. And then I tell you that you're wrong, and then you prove me that I'm actually wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, the Wandering Caretaker.
He's just a big beard. Jack's trying to get up here in my lap.
He is
Jack's
just
a
a
dog,
big beard.
by the way. So I told you.
Huh.
So anyway, he's gonna be a support champion. Now, the one thing is his abilities they don't really do damage.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna be like a pure support. But he's got he's got teleports and a way to like mass stun an entire group, and including your own people and stuff.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, if used improperly, it's gonna be a clusterfuck, dude.
That sounds like a great character for me to play and piss everybody off with.
Oh, dude, I'm
Sorry,
gonna
guys, I'm new.
I'm gonna do it so fucking bad, dude. Oh, it's gonna
Everybody
be
gets
nuts.
into a team fight, and he just casts one spell and just stuns everyone.
Yeah.
And then walks away.
Well, and not only stun, but like there's a thing in the game called Zonya's Hourglass, where you can hit it and your character turns all gold, and you're for like 2 seconds you're completely immune to anything.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're standing in AoE or whatever, you hit that, it doesn't matter for 2 seconds. You can't do anything. I mean, you yourself can't cast. Your character basically turns into a statue. So you can't do anything, but you don't take any damage at all. So it can save your life, or you can hit it at the ass wrong time like I do most of the time, and it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Instantly get jumped by 3 people.
Yeah, it does paint you as a pretty, as a target because they'll hover around you until you come back. A lot of times, but you can also hit it. But that's how his stun operates. It's an AOE. And he could place it on the ground. So he places it on the ground over his entire team. Bam, they're all basically Zonias at that point, right? So I can imagine, that I mean, if you've got, map wides or something coming at your team, you can hit that and save everybody from it, so that'll be kind of cool. Or if you're, the other team's running your team down, you can hit that and stop a bunch of them, So yeah, it'll be interesting. He's also got a like a portal that he can put on a wall, and it'll travel all the way through the wall. All right. Now that mechanic, that saying that is very specific. Not just throw a portal here and it comes out the other side of the wall. It actually says that it tunnels all the way through the wall. So that means like you can hit a wall long ways. All right. So like think of like a wall that's this thick but this long. All right. So if you hit it on the long part, that thing tunnels all the way through the wall and comes out the other side of the long part. You see what I'm saying? So and I've seen people do it in videos. Now it's still in the public test realm, so I don't know if they'll keep that, but that's really fucking powerful when you think about it, because some of the walls are really damn long but not wide. So it'll be interesting to see if they keep that, because like I said, that the movement that you would get off of that is nuts. The caveat to that, though, the balance for it, is that enemies can follow your ass through it too. They can use it. And he's got a passive that like randomly puts these things all over the map. Did you just snort cocaine? I mean, you made that noise and then you were like doing that with your nose, dude, and I was like, he fucking just did a line of coke, dude. There's a baby in that house, dude. He's doing lines of coke in his kitchen. There's got bananas and coke behind him, dude. What the fuck? Holy hell. He didn't answer that either.
Yeah,
he totally did some coke.
That's a guilty pause if I ever saw it.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's the new champion. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna troll away. It's gonna be good. I can't wait. He's still in the PTR though, so we'll see.
What's the PTR?
Public test realm.
Oh, okay.
It's a different. I didn't get chosen for it this time, so I'm kind of pissed.
These jerks.
Yeah, I got chosen for it for Braum though. That was cool. I got to play Braum first. That's why I was so good with him right off the bat. See, that's why they don't always let people into the PTR, and they only let so many people into it, because they don't want people good at it already.
Right.
They don't like WoW. They had a PTR as well, but they would like all you had to do was sign up for it and you're in.
Yeah, so, Diablo 3 does the same thing.
Yeah, fucking Blizzard, man. They because they do that shit. But fuck, what was I saying? The public test realms. If you leave it open to too many people, your expansion's gonna suck dicks, because everybody's gonna know how to be the best already. It'll be just the amount of time to get there, and then that's it. Then they're done. So, but whatever. I want some of that Mountain Dew. God damn it. But yeah, that's what. Yeah, just pour it in that.
Yeah, please. Just pour it in there.
Pour it in there. I'll get it.
I've got my mouth open.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it out of me. There is another game that I played because of the Game Grumps called Anakin, but I I'm not going to go into that. It's kind of like Contra from the 8-bit, but you don't have guns. Oh, don't.
Contra's
What?
amazing.
That sounds weird.
What?
It's like Contra, but you don't have guns.
Well, it plays a lot like it. Like it feels a lot like it. And it's got that NES color palette, that's
Oh, okay.
horrible. But I mean, I say horrible, but it's still fun. I like it. I love the aesthetics. So, um,
Contra
but
was an
yeah.
amazing game, so.
Oh yeah, and hard as fuck too. So Kyle,
Nah.
you don't even. Oh, Contra, come on! You're not gonna tell me that Contra wasn't hard. They give
Oh,
you
it was.
They
Oh,
give you 3 fucking lives, and you can only take 1 hit, and bullets are flying at you everywhere.
okay, I'll give you this. It was hard. It's not hard anymore.
Oh, not anymore, no. Fuck you, Kyle. You don't even goddamn know. How old are you? Like 24? Eat a dick.
I'm 26, sir.
Even better.
I'll be 27 this year.
Oh, yeah? 27? You know what? You're still a child.
I resent that remark.
Yeah, you do.
You resemble that remark? What?
Shut the fuck up, Will.
You resent that?
No, I'm standing up for myself.
No, you're not. Sitting
I
down.
know.
No, you're not. Shut up. You shut up.
No,
All right, Will. Bring us home. What have you been playing this week?
you got to get me to shut up.
Well, today's.
Good luck getting him to shut up. I built an entire show around it, and I still can't get it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That joke came a little late, but I had to
A
say
little
it.
delayed reaction there.
All right, I'm sorry. What have you been playing this month, whatever?
So basically, what am I going to disappoint with you this week?
Yes.
Tell you the truth, I haven't had a lot of time to play games. I've played Payday 2, of course, still. They upped the level cap, so I've been playing that. Played Little Hotline Miami 2.
How's that?
It is...
Now, you haven't played the first Hotline Miami, correct?
No.
So this is your first kind of experience with Hotline Miami.
Yeah, but I have
Okay.
seen videos and stuff on it, so I kind of had a gist of what it was going to be like.
Right.
And it's fun. It's hectic as hell. But it's fun. I don't know if the $15 price tag is going to be worth it, but of course I've only played an hour or so of it, so I can't
Right.
give that kind of review on it like that. But it's fun. It's fun. It makes me want to get the first one now and play from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's okay. Let's see here. Have I played anything else? I don't think I have. I played more Smash Brothers. I play now that I carry my 3DS everywhere with me, so I play that whenever I'm.
You nerd.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome.
So like, so like at break at lunch or something, I'll play my 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
But really, those are the only things I've been playing. I mean, yeah, that's about it. And Dragon Ball.
There you go. I was gonna say, I know that you had that game in your pocket.
Yeah.
Talk about.
Yeah, I forgot about that mostly because I played it for a couple of hours and then got busy and I haven't been able to get back into it since.
Well, real quick, just to kind of bring the show around full circle, since this is the last game that you're talking about, Kyle cited the last game that I talked about, and I cited the last game that he talked about. So at this point, I'm going to just say, Dragon Ball, huh?
I was waiting for Kyle to do it too. That way, it's the double sigh.
Yeah, we can't.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even listening. So
Kyle's mentally checked the fuck out at this point.
Nobody ever listens to me.
So
no, I'm listening.
You've picked up Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Yeah.
How is that? What is that exactly?
It's basically an online MMO-ish fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's it's okay. My only qualm with it is the fighting is a little simplistic.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be banging out like super combos or anything. There's like a list of like 6 or 7 combos. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have, all the special moves from all the characters in the game, and you can buy those and customize what your character's abilities are and stuff. But to perform a special move, all it is having enough energy in the bar, pressing right bumper, and then pressing the button that it's assigned to, and you'll pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very simplistic fighting system. But I mean, go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, it seems like it would be fun, and it's you can get, I think, 3-on-3, 4-on-2, and I don't know if online supports 1-on-5, but I know that that can happen in the middle of the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
But so you can do a bunch of different fighting, all those different levels of fighting, however you want to do it. But it seems like it would be one of those things that would be more fun if you, when you're doing all the extra missions, basically the what if stories, or if something screwed up, or if this happened and all this happened, you have to go fix it. You could play multiplayer with those and bring people and co-op those. Those seem like those would be fun to do, because then you can sort of get bigger combos together, because you guys can hit on them at different times to kind of coordinate attacks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, other than that, it's a easy fighter with a level up system.
So I'm not gonna lie, I completely wrote this game off way in advance before it ever even like got released.
You would.
Well, like, okay, so I've bought 1 or 2, probably 3 or 4 Dragon Ball games over the years, and with I mean, I've always been a pretty big Dragon Ball Z fan. I've kind of fallen off in recent years and everything because I, became a fucking adult and.
Thanks.
Sorry. Some things you're just I don't really have time to fucking watch 3 episodes of Dragon Ball Z where nothing happens.
I don't watch those. I just skip over them now.
Right. But I had fucking negative interest in this game because I'm like, I've played Dragon Ball Z games. They're all the fucking same. They're like, hey, remember that anime that was really good? Let's replay the whole thing. Yeah, you gotta fight Raditz, and you gotta fight Vegeta, and then you gotta fight Frieza, and then you gotta fight the androids, and then you gotta fight Cell, and then you gotta fight Majin Buu, and then that's the end of the game.
And then, depending on which one you are, you might go into the GT series and fight Shenron and the little extras of the show that nobody ever watched.
Yeah, if you want to be an asshole, you can do that. Sure. But yeah, and it was hilarious too because I had a couple guys at work asked me man, what do you think about this Dragon Ball game? I was like, don't fucking touch that thing. It's gonna be the same shit. It's always the same shit. It's always let's fight all the same fucking fights that we fought 20 years ago when the show was on TV. And very slowly after the game came out, I started seeing photos of it and I started hearing things about it, and I noticed it has a character creation and it's got this MMO aspect to it, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, this is this is a completely different game. This might actually be kind of cool, and now I'm actually kind of interested in checking it out. I'm not gonna buy it at full price.
No, don't. Don't. I was gonna say at my recommendation on it, it's probably about a 6 or 7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Worth getting when they do worth getting after the first price cut.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when it goes down to, I think it's $50 on Steam, $60 on the consoles. So when it goes down to $30 on Steam, $40 on consoles, then it might be worth it. Or
Right.
since you still have GameFly, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe waiting the time and just renting it out on a console might be worth it too. I mean,
Mhm.
unless you want to play with us, then just look for a really good deal on Steam. I'm sure it'll show up eventually.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of figure at some point it'll probably go on sale for half price and be like $25 or something like that.
Probably.
You know. Which yeah, if I ever actually do end up picking this up and playing it, that's what I'll more than likely do. So. But yeah, just really interesting to see that they made a Dragon Ball game that's not complete horseshit.
Yeah, I think the last good, in my opinion, the last good Dragon Ball Z game was Budokai 3.
Hmm.
And then when they turned it into the Tenkaichi, that's whenever it started really dropping.
Hmm. So I think I either had Budokai 3 or I had one of the Budokai Tenkaichis or whatever they called them. I don't remember. Um, I also had one that was like more of an RPG.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the hell it was called. It was probably like Legends or something like that. Whatever.
Was it on the
Um,
GameCube?
Maybe GameCube
Because
or Xbox, one of the two.
there was one on the GameCube called Dragon Ball Z Sagas,
That might have been it.
which was a piece of shit game that I got pissed off at because I bought it the day it came out, so I paid $50 for it, took it home and beat it in 2.5 hours.
Dude, that I used to hate that when new games would come out, and I would go down to the store and buy the CDs, and then come home and install the game, and then then play the game, and then be done with it in like an hour and a half. I hated that shit.
See, that's why
I quit buying FPSs because of that. They were all so fucking fast.
right. That's why you gotta have an attention span like me, where you only play for like 20 minutes and you go, I should probably be playing something else. I'm gonna play something else. I'll get back to this. Yeah, that's well, but cool.
But yeah, it seems they've based a lot of the MMO aspects on the actual MMO that they had over in Japan for a while.
Oh, they had an MMO. Okay.
Yeah, they actually had an MMO for it. I don't know how well it did or if it's even still around or anything, but like that's why there's like all the multiple races and stuff. So, but I don't. Someone brought it up. I don't know how Majin's a race, but it is.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, but I guess like you want to have game, right? With choices.
Yeah, and then Frieza's a race. It's
once again
race
you want
Frieza.
Well, if you think about it though, in like Dragon Ball Z, like really the only two races are like humans, Saiyan. I'm sorry, not two races, but the only races are like humans, Saiyans, and Nameks or Namekins, whatever you want to call them.
Namekians.
Yeah, and then like you've got some weird tertiary, like there's dog people. They're not really fighters, but there's dog people and there's cat people and there's shit like that. But I don't know. That actually would have been hilarious if they would have had like I guess it would be like the fifth option where it was like fuck all, who cares? Just you want to be a dog? Be a dog.
Be a dog. Nice if they let you pick like Android or something.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been a race. What really gets me is just the name of the Frieza race. It's called the Frieza race.
I mean, Frieza was part of a race, so
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. That shit was stupid. Let's be serious here. That shit was pretty stupid.
And they're still pumping movies out based with this stuff.
Yeah, they just had one come out, 2013, I think it was?
Yeah, like the Saiyan Gods or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got a new one that just got a trailer over in Japan, like The Return of Frieza again.
God. Yeah, this
He's got a new form. He turns gold.
Oh, God. Yeah, there's a reason they should have stopped a long time ago. But who am I to say? Apparently it makes money.
I have no fucking idea what's going on right now.
Did you just kind of drift off into space there, Kyle?
I'm on the WTF section of Reddit.
Oh
So,
my god, get off that. Why would you be on that?
dude, because I'm a fucking weird person.
You are a
dude.
We
weirdo.
know
Jesus
this.
Christ. You're gonna hurt yourself on there.
Hardly, dude. I look at this anymore and I'm like, this is mildly interesting. Terrible.
They just changed WTF to mildly interesting.
Yeah. I just been going through here just linking mildly interesting to everything. Oh man.
Wow.
I know,
Cool.
man. I'm nuts.
Cool.
It's terrible.
Anything else you want to say about Xenoverse?
Nope, that's pretty much it. It seems like it'd just be more fun with more people, but you have to get to that point first. And nowadays, as you know, convincing people to buy Dragon Ball Z games is very, very, very hard to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like. I'm still not 100% convinced on it. So yeah, I know exactly how hard it is.
Yeah, the only
you
reason I
said-
even really got it was for the character creator. I mean, I was gonna play the game, but a character creator that uses, Dragon Ball Z. I've always wanted that.
You've always wanted a Dragon Ball Z character.
Yeah.
You said it was it's like MMO?
Sort of, yeah.
What do you mean sort of?
Well, it's got leveling aspects, collecting items, buying items, earning money and stuff. But it's not. The battles are like a fighting game instead of.
Okay, but like, do you see
point
like when you're in town or something? Like, is there you see other people?
Yeah, you can join a server online. There's
Oh, okay.
offline mode and online mode. So.
Oh, okay, it's one of those. Okay, I got you. I was because you said it would be more fun with people, but then I heard you say that it was like MMO like, so that's why I was like, well, yeah. MMOs suck dicks when there's nobody to play around and play with on those games.
I'm
It
one of
really
those
does like.
weird-
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I'm just one. Go ahead.
Speak, Will. Say it.
Well, what do you assholes talk?
No, I want to hear what he had to fucking say. I didn't mean to interrupt him. Damn it.
Anyways, it says the Mabel. I says, but now I was gonna say I'm one of those weird people that when it comes to an MMO, unless I actually know you or can talk to you over a chat system or something like my friends, I don't like to play MMO. I don't just group with random people and go.
Right. It's probably a good.
You missed the aspect of those games then.
I was gonna say it's probably safer that way, so you don't get raped. But
Well, I mean,
you
there
don't
is.
talk to strangers. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not rape if you yell surprise. Remember that. So.
Surprise!
Vanguard. There was a game called Vanguard, and I don't know if it's still going or not, but it was an excellent game after they fixed it. But they committed MMO suicide by putting out a game and fucking it up right off the bat. And after they fixed it, it was a great game, but nobody would play it. Like, because with MMO players, dude, it's like you burn them once, dude, like, and they do not go back to the game. Like, I've got a buddy of mine playing, or he was playing Arcade, and dude, 3 times something happened that gave other players an unfair advantage over other players. He fucking threw. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm done with this shit," because that's not fair. Like. And it was like servers going down and shit that was beyond his control, obviously, but it's like, and they didn't do anything to rectify the situation. Like in WoW, okay, say some of the servers went down, right, and it was only allowing like every 3rd person onto the server, okay. That day it would be great for those people, but once they fixed the problem, they would reset all the fucking characters. They would not allow people to get an advantage like that. Well, back in the day, not so much anymore. Now I'm pretty sure I don't give a fuck. But
They'd probably just compensate everybody and give them like a free X boost or something, which doesn't help because all the people that were able to get on that day are still ahead.
yeah, or give them money, game gold
Yeah.
or whatever. They end up doing something to compensate. But the people Tryon, they didn't do shit.
Well, that's because Tryon sucks.
Yeah, agreed. But still, it was like nothing. Not even a sorry. We flubbed that up. That's fucking nuts, dude. And like I said, that's MMO suicide.
Yep.
So that game's probably not going to go over so well here in the States. But whatever. That's the way it be.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Word.
Yeah, they have.
Yes,
Damn.
yeah.
He just cut you down.
I don't give a shit.
Oh.
I don't. I'll fucking listen to that guy. Come on.
Take
one
my
of the-
ball and go home.
Yeah, one of these days he's gonna actually have his fill of the shit. He's gonna point a gun directly at the screen and just shoot both of us at once.
I don't think so. He's got a pretty good attitude. He can handle it. He'll be okay.
That or you guys will die during a Let's Play. One of the two.
Right.
Yeah, well,
yeah, he's got a pretty good attitude. He'll handle it.
He's got it.
Like if you're a bully at school and they're like, "Why do you pick on him so bad?" Yeah, he's got a pretty good attitude. He'll handle it. That'll be all right.
I wouldn't pick on him if he couldn't handle it. If he was,
Yeah.
if he was one of those kids that was gonna kill himself or whatever, I wouldn't pick on him.
He's like, "No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm a good bully."
Yeah.
It's
I'm
okay.
doing him. I'm doing him a favor. Trust me. Don't worry about
I'm
Toughening
building
them up.
Yeah, I'm giving him character.
it. Yeah, that's
You're
exactly.
just being a dick. Just being a dick. So.
He's pretty good at that, isn't he?
Oh,
Me?
he's honestly the best.
Yeah, I've been practicing my whole life.
Yeah. Been practicing being a dick.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, gents. I think we had a pretty good run this time.
This was fun.
Not too many issues. So, I don't know how to end it. So,
Yay!
That's the way it be.
Yeah,
we got through all of our written material. We ain't got dick all. So see you guys later.
Thanks for joining us. Come see us next week or the week after, whenever we decide to actually do this again. Have a great night.
Oh my God, what was that?
I don't know. I'm